Hello, my name is Trey with O2 Life. Today we're going to be going over some foot and ankle health and injuries associated with them. We're going to start with a massage ball, and you can have this right on the ground here. The harder the surface it's on, the more intense the massage is going to be. So we're going to roll out our arches. We're going to do a minute apiece. And you're going to start kind of the outside corner of your foot where your pinky toe would be. Just lean into that. Make sure you can breathe throughout this process, ideally through your nose. If it gets more labor than that, you're going a little bit too hard. So getting your foot and ankle mobile and healthy is going to help out with plantar fasciitis issues, Achilles tendonitis, tendinosis, weak ankles, and just help with the proprioception of your feet. The other added benefit of having nice, flexible, and healthy ankles is you get less stress on your knees and also your lower back when you're lunging around, bending down to pick up things, so on and so forth. Get that ball right under the ball of the foot now. As much pressure as possible. Relax your toes. Do your best not to hold them up. We want the muscles to get nice and loosened up. And you're just going to kind of push and grind away a little bit at each one. And then we're going to get to the back corner, right before the heel of your foot. Relax the toes. You can stand up on it if you'd like. All depends on how comfortable you feel today. Then right on the heel, you might feel some crunchiness around there as well, which is fine. It's getting all that gunk and build-up and adhesions that you get. We don't take care of our feet enough, and this is a great way to do it. Then get right on the outside edge of your foot, coming all the way down, kind of back to where you started. Now we're going to switch sides. Press down in there. I like starting right under my pinky toe, coming down. Keep the toes nice and relaxed. You just kind of walk the ball over to underneath the ball of your foot here and press that in there. Relax the toes. Slowly working that across the arch. So you can use lacrosse ball, tennis ball, golf ball. There's plenty of massage balls to use as well. And then pressing that into your heel. And then back down the outside edge of your foot. All right, let's go and have a seat. Move to the mat. We're going to use a yoga block or some books to stack up. And this is a peanut roller. You can also sub in a foam roller if you need. We're going to put that roller on high just for muscle activation. You can have it on the ground, but it's a little easier to rotate your foot once it's on there. And now it's down low on the back of the Achilles, slowly getting up to the soleus, which is kind of the lower calf muscle, so to speak. So if it's on the yoga block, you got to move yourself on top of that. You can keep your core tight, raise your hips up if you want a little more pressure, and then you can lay your other leg across. Now that bottom foot's we're going to do 10 circles each direction. Just maintain your breathing while you're doing that. Then go the other direction. Then we're going to rotate that in through here. Same thing. While your foot's kind of rotated to the inside, your leg, circles each way. If you want more pressure, lift yourself up off the ground. Then to the outside edge. This side's usually a bit more tender, so just be mindful of that. and circles each way. We're kind of targeting the soleus in the back of the Achilles at the moment. Just notice your range of motion there. If you want a little bit more intensity, you have the ball on top of the yoga block, and that will be a little more precise. And it's going to be more targeted too if you have a specific knot in your calf or lower leg. Just working that all the way up. I'm going to switch back to this guy. Now we're going to get this top outside edge of the calf. This is a little secret spot to get pressure off your plantar and irritations on the inside of your arch in this area. So I'm just going to turn slightly sideways and putting the curve of that right on the edge. And if you want more pressure, you can put the leg on top, or you can come up as well. Again, I'm just making circles with my foot, trying to get my foot to go in every direction I can, just to mimic what these muscles would be doing if we were walking or skiing or hiking and whatnot. And then we're going to come around to the inside and lay this across. And come down. And if you want to roll on it more, just be directly on the ground. Again, you can sub in a foam roller or a ball for this, depending on the intensity you want. The vibration along with the rolling is going to be the most beneficial you can have in this. I'm going to switch to this side. We're going to use a foam roller for this one. So starting right above the ankle bones here. Just making circles with the foot. Your other leg's on top for more pressure if you want a more intense massage. Or you can lift yourself up and roll your entire leg back and forth. So you're going back and forth a few circles. So we're working the calf to get more mobility in the foot and the ankle. That'll help with ankle rolls, Achilles tendonitis, plantar issues. And long term, it's better back health as well, because you're more mobile at your foundation, which is your feet and ankles. And getting up into the calf here, get the side. If you want more pressure, you can bring your whole body up on there. And again, when you get up to the outside edge here, it's going to be a little more intense. And if you get up in a certain spot, you'll feel a nerve pain, like you hit your funny bone down your legs. Just be mindful of that. Now we're going to move to the front here. So you're going to put this foam roller under your ankles. If you can sit on your heels. If not, that's fine. You can sit on a yoga block. You can do one at a time or both. You're just kind of grinding into the front of your ankles here. And then on the top of your feet, those bones can get kind of stuck in place and shift, which causes mobility issues. You'll lose range of motion. Then on top of your toes, You can just sit back down here. You'll feel a stretch on the front of your feet and ankles through there. If you have a vibrating roller peanut shape, this works perfectly right on the ankle there. And since you're a little lower to the ground, you can move that back and forth a little easier. And even rolling that on top of your foot, that vibrations is going to loosen up all the stiffness in your feet bones. So you have better reaction, better proprioception. If you do happen to take a bad step or spill or fall, you got a better chance of recovering without serious injury. And then you can get that right on top of your toes down through there and sit back if you can. We'll switch to the other side. And just sit down on there. So that's on top of the ankle there. Coming up on the foot, you can roll the leg up and down. Moving to the top of the foot, same thing. Or you can just sit and be still and just breathe. And then all the way on top of your foot here. So next, grab a ball of your choice. This is going to work more efficiently on bare skin, so we're going to press. This position, you get more leverage. You're going to press right into the heel, right in the back of the arch of your foot. You're going to press that in. You may feel this back into your hamstrings and calf, and you're going to twist. Your hand, you're stretching all that fascia out, slowly working your way to the ball of your foot. Bring it back to directly on your heel, same thing. Press. You're walking that up your foot. You're going to be right on the edge of the heel. Press right in there. If you've got an acute injury or anything at the moment, be sure to go light or avoid it until it feels a little better. Then you're going to work that up the back of the leg. Just twisting and breathing. As you get up, kind of midway up your lower leg here, you'll feel a little bit more intensity where the soleus and calf are. Then you're going to switch and do the same thing on the outside. Pressing and twisting. Just position yourself, whatever's comfortable with your mobility. Then as you get right up into the back outside edge, it'll be a little tender, especially if you have some plantar fasciitis issues. This is a key spot to loosen up because that's connected all the way down. And we'll start with the other side. Pressing into the heel. Move it up to the arch. Twist it, move it around. And directly on the heel, we're going to start working our way back up the leg. Twisting, walking it around. And one leg may feel a little more tender than the other. We're all built a little differently. We'll switch to the outside. The back side of the heel coming up. Then you can get a belt or yoga strap. Put that around the top edge there. Going to pull back. And you're going to press into it hard as you can. Hard as you can. Take a couple breaths and totally release. And get a little deeper stretch each time you go. You can do this 3 to 5 times. You're going to gas pedal it. Push, 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 push. And relax and come back. You can come up to it, get a little hamstring in there as well. So you're going to pull that as far as you can. Gas pedal your foot as hard as you can. Flex your calf and release it. And the stretch will get a little deeper each time. Throw a couple breaths in there first. I'm going to gas pedal it. And then release and have a little bit deeper stretch in the calf. You can also do the same thing against the wall if your foot on the ground. That concludes our ankle and foot maintenance. Thank you for your time. Again, my name's Trey. Thanks for watching O2 Life.